the highlight of my 8th grade year, during a pandemic that was life-changing. The project brought hope to the ending of the year on a good note, to help out our environment and increase the biodiversity in the environment.
I think that being outside and working on the garden is the best thing I have done this whole school year. The feeling of being outside and working with people and talking about the garden and the plan was amazing because no one was left out and was able to help and do something.
I think that being outside and working on the garden was an opportunity of being close together emotionally.
We have spent this year learning about the downfalls of the environment, and this was the solution.
It gave the kids who don't have very many friends a chance to make some and branch out. Being outside and working on our garden really gave a different feel to our classroom. Put everyone in a good mood in such a hard time.
Project made school feel normal again after being inside on computers for months. It's really nice to go outside and do this project.
The project doesn't just benefit me or Mrs. Mills, it could benefit the whole school and even things outside of the school like animals, insects, and the environment.
The garden would really help me feel like school is normal again because being in school really helped me, and the garden would be something to keep me on my feet, and it's also something to just have a good time with.
Personally, I have been looking forward to this since the day we started. Honestly, this year has been rough for me between a global pandemic and my own struggles. This garden brought a sense of normalcy to me, and I'm sure that others will agree.
Feeling the dirt on my hands at first, I was iffy about it. But honestly, I found joy in it, and digging up the dirt relieved the stress that happened through the whole year.
Garden project this year has been so much fun. The minute Miss Mills told me about the native garden, I was thrilled. I ran home and spoke about it with my family that whole day.
The native garden brought me close to friends I never thought I had. I was able to learn more about gardens that helped me fix mine. I think being outside and working on the garden will help us come together and start and begin new friendships.
When you're stuck in a mask all day and you're being told that you're able to go outside, it's like you're being freed from chains.
In class, I do not talk that much at all, but when I was outside helping on the garden, I was talking a lot and expressing how this garden felt to me. I think that being outside and working on the garden was amazing, and I got to feel the fresh air, and it was really fun to do.
I'm new, and this native garden project has helped me communicate with people and come out of my shell, and time spent on designing it, creating it, making ideas where it didn't only come from our ideas, it came from our hearts that fueled us to make our environment a better place.
We were able to make something that we can look back on as the years go on and feel proud that I accomplished something that other students will be told about, and I will admire it for years on end.
Outside, I truly thought it would be fun, but I was quickly proven wrong. While working, I was smiling under my mask, and so were many others. There are so many benefits to the garden that I have not touched upon, but for the sole reason of how much the garden has impacted our class as much as it was required.
The garden project this year has been so much fun. The minute Miss Mills told me about the native garden, I was thrilled. I ran home and spoke about it with my family the whole day. The native garden brought me close to friends I never thought I had. I was able to learn more about gardens that helped me fix mine. I think being outside and working on the garden will help us come together and start new friendships. When you're stuck in a mask all day and you're being told that you're able to go outside, it's like being freed from chains.
I finally felt like I wanted to be in school, and I felt like school was getting a lot more fun every single day. I like going outside and helping nature. Please let us.
Outside and working on the garden was really fun because we were all working together and talking to each other. Everybody finally woke up in the morning with a smile on their face and ready to dig. I kept on looking at the time in school to see how much time we had left until the period ended.
The best part about the Native Garden project this year has been teamwork. Even though we did this for 45 minutes, those 45 minutes were very enjoyable and special because no one was left out and everyone played an important role. I think that being outside and working on the garden was different because I've never really worked with a team to make something so important happen that will bring joy to the school.
Working on this has been very fun, and when I grow up, I hope that someday I can bring my kids back here to see the garden and tell them how me and my classmates worked on this.
We can eventually come back to it in many months or even years from now, knowing what we did and being able to tell people about it. Being outside made me extremely happy. Truly made my year.
Beginning of the year, a lot of my friends were in earth science, and I had no one in this class. As soon as Miss Mills announced that we are building a garden, I was so happy. I even talked to classmates I'd never talked to before, and I felt so special that the news was informed about this. The best part was definitely working on pulling up the grass, and it felt so satisfying, and it calmed me.
Being outside was fun, and I talked to a lot of people when we were outside. I felt very comfortable in school. That project was the best part of this school.
I was going to stay after school to help because I was so excited to work on it. I wanted to help make a difference instead of using my free time to do whatever. A wonderful project that's beneficial to the environment. Learning about the wild and being able to get your hands dirty, which has helped a lot of kids emotionally. I know it helped me. Being able to go outside and let out my emotions by digging and throwing the mulch into buckets. It feels so good to get dirty once in a while.
Some people have never talked, and once we started the garden, everyone came to life. We finally became comfortable, and we finally had something to be a part of. I think that being outside and working on the garden was the most amazing thing that happened to me this year. In class, I do not talk that much at all, but when I was outside helping on the garden, I was talking a lot and expressing how this garden felt to me. I think that being outside and working on the garden was amazing, and I got to feel the fresh air.